What is up, guys? Welcome to the 4th episode of the Panda podcast. Today we got somebody wearing actually a shirt today. I don't think he even noticed to start. But this is a cousin. He's a fellow streamer. He puts out a lot of content on YouTube. He does a lot of fancy stuff, and he loves pomegranate and sprinkles. So we're going to jump into this. I knew I'd get a reaction out of him, so we'll swap over that. We'll unmute his ass, and let's get into it. Hello, Shinobi.
Hello, Panda. Thank you for having me on. This is a pleasure. You're never going to let that shit go, are you?
No, I'm not.
Of course not. Why
would
you?
I? Dude,
why would you?
It's such a good thing, though. You know what I mean? It's a core memory.
It's an old joke that needs to die.
It's a core memory, though.
Maybe for you.
If I had the photo, I would 100. I had the photo. I just gotta go through.
You got it somewhere.
5,000.
It's somewhere on social media with me, like with a fucking plate full of sprinkles and a very little amount of ice cream.
I know I got the picture on my phone, but I don't. Was it 2012?
Oh God, it was really. It wasn't long after.
It's been a while.
So it's been a while. It's not been long.
We were at Ryan's when it was Ryan's.
Yeah.
I'm running through this real quick. But yeah, Whitson, I was talking to wifey about it. I found the perfect way to start it. I wish I'd have saved it. Actually, you know what? I saved the backtrack because I got your reaction on the small screen. With your face whenever you like, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey man, there's some things that people just don't want to let go of that I would love to let die.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
Yeah, that one's very tame. That one is very tame. Considering all the other ones that unfortunately I'm associated with.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing, though. I mean,
no. I just I'm the guy who dumped basically an entire jar of sprinkles onto like 3 spoonfuls of ice cream.
Yeah. You also had the same place, unfortunately, when you was eating with me and Matt, and you go pomegranate.
I was completely lost. In my own thought. You guys were like neck deep in a conversation, and I'm just kind of like drifting in and out of it. And there was a photo on the wall of a pomegranate, like several different fruits and vegetables, but like for some reason, I'm focusing on the photo. And then I hear something that sounds like pomegranate. So I ask, pomegranate? And like that was a cardinal sin. I should have never done that.
That was awesome. That was the one that I think we were just setting because we was like, hey, let's start doing this. That was the only time we done it because we talked about just going up there, hanging out and eating and just getting Justin involved and everything. But it was the only time we went. But we made a memory for pomegranate.
Yeah. So tell me about it.
I don't know what a pomegranate is, so I can't really tell you about it. But
you don't? I mean, neither do I.
I mean, I know what it is. It's a red fruit with a bunch of little. It's bitter, so it's definitely not a me fruit. But
you're all about that. You're all about that sweetness, darling.
All sweetness. All sweetness. So yeah,
I watched the entire podcast with Matt, and it was, dude, I was dying.
Well, that was the one thing I didn't realize that I had the audio issue, which, like I said, hopefully with this one we're good. Like, it's got it pulled up. I got it turned down in my headset, so if I turn it loud, you'll probably hear yourself.
Yeah. Damn.
So
okay.
Now I've got it turned down so it's low, but I know for a fact it's coming through. So maybe the audio is not too fucking high this time.
Well, it's trial and error, and it's better to get it done with your first couple guests than like have it be a persistent issue throughout the entire series.
Yeah. Well, I keep trying to adjust it. Right now my audio is at like negative 20.6 decibels, whatever. But trying to find
just fine.
Well, no, I know. I'm talking about like the on the OBS, trying to make sure it records it properly. But yeah, we were sitting there, and I told Matt, said because he's starting to work weekends now, finding the time to do another one with him is going to be hard, but
Yeah.
I told him we'd definitely get another one in.
What is his schedule exactly now? Is it Friday through Sunday?
Friday or Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. He works 5 in the morning to 5 in the evening.
Jesus.
So
3 12-hour shifts.
but he makes damn near
enough.
$4 or $5 more. So
yeah, he makes damn near enough money.
So I got
Comfortably
this.
enough money.
So I was going through here and I was looking at like with games and stuff. Like right now, like on the recording, it shows NCAA football. I pulled it up because I wanted to see that apparently it's supposed to drop this year. Are you aware of that?
The new I remember hearing some rumors that EA was gonna drop a new college football.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was gonna be anything that come out of it.
Well, this was posted. It says sources from EA, but it says it's supposed to be coming back July 12th this year.
July 12th. We'll see.
I mean,
We'll see. Like in my opinion, like the NCAA games were better anyway. Madden has already become this franchise that just milks its player base for money anyway with Ultimate Team. Basically, you know, paying to open packs. It's literally just a $70 roster update every year because that's all they do is they update the player models' faces and they give you a roster update. Because they don't add anything. They put stuff back in that they took out the previous year. Whether it's franchise mode, whether it's create a player, they will
Road to Glory or whatever it is.
Yeah. My Career, whatever it was called, where you played one singular player, like in third person, or My Superstar, whatever.
Yeah, something where you start from rookie year and you have to progress.
Yeah. They'll take those things out, and this has been shown and documented through hundreds of YouTube hate videos. One in particular is like Angry Joe Show. He makes a video on Madden pretty much every year, but there's so many things that have been taken out and just reintroduced with a different name as a selling point in their marketing. But I don't know. I've stopped playing. I stopped playing Madden not long after I got a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but I miss it though. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, I do too. But it's not the same game.
No, it definitely isn't the same. I wrote down here. I was talking about the NCAA game. It's like having my own notes and shit. The whole, we talk about you having those bad moments with the pomegranate and your, but we also have a good moment where we're playing NCAA football at Daddy's house, and you're using a goddamn steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
You go against me and Matt, so it's a 2-1, and you're using it. Yeah. You didn't juke. You just spun the steering wheel. Like for whatever reason, that was the best way to just. Your cuts were not human. Hold on, child's calling me.
You're good.
Yes.
I'm in the middle of the podcast. Come on. Can't interrupt me like that.
Well, you have like 3 days to do it.
Let me just blur this shit. I don't like it not blurred.
Now we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay, thank you.
Say hi to Jared.
Huh?
Say hi to Jared.
Jared?
Yes, your cousin.
Yeah.
Why would I say hi to him?
Oh, okay. You know what? He's upset now. You've upset him.
Oh,
I'm so
sorry.
distraught.
Jared.
I'm so distraught.
My bad.
Hi. Love you too.
Anyway,
So-
I just need you to send me a picture of it.
Okay.
I heard
Love
anyway.
you too, child.
So like, apparently I'm enough to not have to worry. Like, okay. Anyway, fuck that guy. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Like, we're talking about my problem right now.
That's
But
not
yeah,
even,
I do remember that. I do remember that.
because it's the inhuman ability that it had to just like cut and turn. So
the foot pedal, the gas pedal was R2, which was sprint
yeah,
at the time. And then you couldn't really, if you turned the wheel too hard,
you
wouldn't run straight up field. You would just, when you turned so far to the left, the input was a direct left, so you would run horizontally across the field toward the sideline. So it was this dance of like avoiding you guys, not being able to juke, and just like slowly steer the running back or whatever.
Yeah, like it. Like I said, you got your good moments. You got, of course, with
that
the
was
gaming.
fun. That's a core memory for me, is just like playing, not necessarily just Madden, but just playing games like at your house, like with you and Matt. And
up in the damn treehouse playing games.
Yeah.
What was that game? I can't remember what. It's like spaceships. It's on your Sega Genesis.
I know what you're talking about.
Because that was the same console we played the WWF, which that's what I shared you on
yeah,
TikTok.
the Sega Genesis. Yes, yeah. We did that. It was I forget what the I want to say it's like Galacticus or Galactus or something like that.
Because you're just shooting and you have to go up and down.
It's a side scroller. It's a side scroller where you're ships and you're just like shooting. You're just shooting other like obstacles and stuff, but you continuously move.
Because you always end up fighting like this big ass fish looking thing. That's the only thing I can remember. It's like a fish or a dragon, and that's all you had to fight.
There was that. There was Virtua Fighter 2.
Yes.
And then there was like if we're talking about the Genesis with the cartridges, we had that WWF.
God.
We had the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Dog. Oh shit.
Where if you beat the game, you get to unlock the Green Ranger as a playable character.
And it's like you're fighting, like you sit there. I remember a Power Ranger game where you would pick, like you could pick the Megazord, or you could pick like.
Yep, same one.
Is it the same one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing. I didn't think about it, but you know, obviously.
Yeah. Because when you went through the story mode of the game, you would play each individual ranger, and then like every 5 levels you would be the Megazord up against some massive monster. It was great.
Yeah.
It was the pinnacle of gaming in its time. Whenever the Sega
back when gaming wasn't competitive. Well, I say that it was competitive because it was. If we had any kind of fighting game between us, you were on top. Like but then again, that's all he played.
Yeah, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason my dad stopped playing video games with me. It's like it was fun at first until I started winning every time.
See,
because that's all I would do. Like we would gather around. Like it'd be like me, Mom, Dad, Shay. We all had our fighters that we would pick in like Virtua Fighter, and it'd be a nice game night. And then after the game night ends, everyone else goes about their business, and I'm just in the room
going
like
to be
fucking
better.
Rocky, like I will never lose again, never. I'll
you
show them who's boss.
What was his name? The little ninja you always use.
Kage. Shadow.
Yeah, that's the one. And it's like, I remember there was like a guy that had a wolf that Matt would use. Some kind of wolf dude.
Yeah, his name. What? I think his name was Wolf. Honestly.
You know what? That's what this.
Because he had orange hair tied up in a ponytail. He was shirtless, and he had these red body paint on and these long blue tights that kind of come down to his knees.
Virtua Fighter 2, right?
Yeah, Virtua Fighter 2. Because I would use Kage. Dad would use this blonde-headed guy called Jackie. Mom would use Sarah, which is this chick with a long ponytail that went down to like her lower back, which at the time Mom's hair did the same thing. So
yeah, I'm pulling this up right here.
And then Shay used one of the Wing Chun fighters, but his female. He had like her hair like balled up into these 2 like balls on the top of her head, like wrapped up in ribbon.
Yeah,
I think her name was Pai or something like Pai, like Pai, something like that. and we just used the same characters over and over and over and over again.
Okay. You can't see it. There, Wolf Hawkfield, yes.
Wolf Hawkfield. Yeah, Wolf Hawkfield. Yeah,
you had Sarah Bryant, which is
that's Sarah. Yeah.
Kage. Then you had Akira, Yuki, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
that's the cover.
The main guy, yeah. Jackie Bryant.
That's Dad's. Yeah.
Lao Chan, and then
Lao was the first level.
Pai, whatever Chan.
Pai Chan. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just all the ones on there. Lion was the one that I used all the time.
Yeah,
because
he was like
real low.
Really, he was really low to the ground. His idle stance was like really low to the ground.
Yeah, that's why I got
And
pulled
you would
up.
spam the low kick, you fuck.
This is also coming from the guy who does if you got a hold of him, he would throw you in the air, punch you a few times and land, and when you stand up, throw you in the air, punch you a few times and pick,
Yeah, you throw them, and then right before they hit the ground, you go pat pat, like you do the three hit combo where it's like left punch, right punch, high kick, and it sends you bouncing into the air.
And then you would do So I may spam low kick, but I didn't. We all spam the one thing that worked. If it started to work, you just
get good.
Get good.
No. I'm kidding. That's very toxic. I apologize.
Shit. Who cares?
No one gives a shit. It's a several decade old game that nobody plays. I don't even play fighting games anymore, just because like the hyper competitive side of me doesn't let me.
You got banned from playing at school because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a world.
Same as we got. I say you got banned. You didn't get banned. You just had a win limit because you were the only one at school that would play online. So you're playing, I mean, not that it's any different, but you're playing people who play it all the damn time, whereas some people at the schools just, play it every so often.
Yeah, you got a bunch of casuals that go to high school. Not me.
Not me.
Not me. I'm a professional. I'm an amateur professional. I'm a professional in training.
You know, while I got this pulled up, let me type in. What is it? Sega Genesis? Yeah.
Well, there was the Genesis that I had a Genesis and I had a Saturn. The Sega Saturn was the disc-based console, and the Genesis was the cartridge-based console.
So this is pulling
God,
up.
I feel so fucking old, man.
From what we went to a PS5, these kids will never know.
Oh man, can we just talk about the technological leap from the time that we were children to now?
To now, yeah, that's insane because, like I said, it's not like it's not too much, but you have a lot of shit that's holy fuck. There's a ton of games on the damn Genesis.
Yeah, there was.
Oh my god!
Do you remember the racing game? It was almost like NASCAR on the Sega Saturn, where like every time you started a
Rolling Stop. God
man.
damn it, dude.
That's the same reaction that I had whenever I started replaying the Metal Gear Solid series.
Yeah.
And that first little intro, the bow, 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 bow. Hold on, so let me see if I can find it.
Find the audio of it. So
yeah.
Talking about old games, talking about remastered games, you've seen that the 14th of this month you got Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered, right?
I did see that, yeah. Somebody was. I think you were telling me about it.
I think it was David Saturday.
Yeah, it was. Now that I recall. 1 second. Let me
pull it up.
Let me see something.
Collection releasing in February. 1, 2, and 3 remastered. So.
You hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. Let me see if I can play.
Shit, they come out 96, 97, and 98. That is insane.
Yeah, but I believe I'm pretty sure that it came out on PlayStation 1 though, right? I don't remember playing Tomb Raider on a Sega console.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we went through that. Let me see what.
That.
I need Tomb Raider 1. Tomb Raider, damn it.
Fucking.
Yeah, Sony PlayStation.
Yeah. That's
It came out in 96. Nope.
I don't know if you know, but I've had every single console, some more than once.
It was it was first released on Sega Saturn. Sorry. I seen a PlayStation up here, but it was in 96.
Okay,
it come out on the Sega Saturn. And then after that, it was followed shortly by MS-DOS and the PlayStation.
I think it's some Microsoft.
The fuck is MS-DOS? Let's figure this shit out. Microsoft Disk Operating System. So it was Xbox before Xbox.
Yeah.
I'll be damn. Look at that. We learning some shit every day.
We do, yeah. See, I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was that was the first time I'd played it was PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I had two versions of the PlayStation 1. So I had the big gray PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation.
Yes.
And then whenever they updated it it was called the PS1. It was the small, more circular white one. I got one of those.
I remember.
I still have the PlayStation 1 somewhere. I was using it as like a paperweight, but I still got it somewhere.
But
then I had like 4 PlayStation 2s because I kept dropping them because I would transport them like to y'all's house all the time.
Yeah.
And I would just drop them.
PS2 era was. I don't think PS2 we started playing Call of Duty until 3. So PS2 was WWE era. Shit that we played.
That was the Madden, WWE, and then
you got
the first time we heard Breaking Benjamin on
the NASCAR
2008.
Yeah.
So we went into the audio settings and cut off every single song but that one.
But Diary of
running
Jane.
500 lap Daytona 500s. Starting ourselves in the back just so we could crash everybody on the way to the front. And we would Ricky Bobby that shit too. We'd slingshot each other.
Go before Ricky Bobby.
Further up the track.
We were Ricky Bobby before Ricky Bobby was.
We were Shake and Bake before Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, that's what we need to go with. Yeah, those were fun games, dude. And obviously PS3 come around. That's when we started getting into like first person shooter. Well, I'll say that. Matt actually had a Oh.
There you go.
It's
this fucking autofocus, dude. I can't stand it.
That was I say PS3, but I think it was Xbox is what got us into first person shooters because we were playing Halo. Halo is what got us into, playing that multiplayer split screen. There may have been some Call of Duty, but I think that's when we started getting into online gaming. We started because it was free.
At the time, well, technically, if you kept remaking it.
Do you know how many emails? Do you know how many emails we had for one free month, dude? Like it took
so many.
So many fucking accounts just to play. And with playing
the auto name generator that Xbox had at the time that would create your online ID is what made my first online ID that I stuck with, which was like the undamped tap out.
Yeah.
Like late in high school, whenever like I was taking jiu-jitsu and kickboxing classes.
Yep. See,
so like I was super into mixed martial arts at the time.
That's where the demonic head case come from.
Yes.
Sitting there in the floor in the front of the fucking fireplace with that big ass silver tube TV that is still in Justin's closet, if I'm not mistaken. So
it's probably in there.
It's either in there or in Father's. I guarantee you that big ass TV is still sitting in there, and you can hear it when you turn it on. That's the kind of TV it is. You hear the static. Yeah, that's
or the heating elements warming up in the back,
getting ready to start up. Yeah, that's But yeah, we said also when we got to PS3 era, we getting Call of Duty, Halo, you know, I know obviously that's on Xbox. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Vegas 2. I'm pretty sure it's Vegas. We never played Vegas.
2.
Vegas 2, because we rented it, and it was, you would go in, and for anybody who don't understand, you used to rent video games before you bought them. Like games that's been, you to find out, and then we rented it the same game every weekend. Right, it used to be NASCAR, then it went to Rainbow Six Vegas 2. I keep saying I want to say Siege because most of these kids who, if anybody listens,
yeah, that's what rolls off the tongue nowadays. Is when anyone says Rainbow Six, they assume Siege.
Yeah,
R6 Siege.
I mean,
But surprise, motherfuckers! There was other Tom Clancy games before Siege.
It's not the Prelude. What would it be called before?
Prologue,
I guess. Anyway, it's the game before Rainbow Six. It's literally
Prelude. The Prelude. Yeah.
It's literally the reason why you got Siege today.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't got the customization options. That's the one thing that was the one thing that sold us. We're sitting there in this damn place reading the back of it, and it's like you can customize your character. Well, that was a big deal. Fully customized. Yeah. That was a huge deal.
And it actually mattered too. The armor that you wore determined like how much damage you could take, how fast your movement speed was. So if you wanted to be fast and agile, you had to wear light armor, but you
tank top and regular pants.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to be a fucking bullet sponge, you weren't running fast, but yeah,
you were tanky.
You were tanky. Yeah, man,
legitimately tanky. Those are core memories for me. Is just gaming with you guys and just hanging out with you guys, because like I might have a sister, but you guys were closer to my brothers than.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as close as we were, even though we weren't over there that much, we were only there like every other weekend and shit.
Every other weekend. And I know I pissed your dad off. I had to, because every other fucking weekend or
always up there
before the weekend, I'm just like, hey, are they coming over this weekend? And sometimes he was just like, no, not this weekend. It's their mom's keeping them for another weekend. I'm just walking back to the house with my head hung low, like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, and every weekend it was either at least a Friday or Saturday. Either you were up there staying the night, or we were down there.
Yeah.
Father is used to feeding big kids. Your parents are not.
No.
So we're staying down there, and she's like, fuck, I've got to sit here and make this big ass goddamn breakfast.
She learned from it though. Since then, all of her breakfasts have been massive. Yeah.
I just don't know if they're gonna come. Hey, can we eat here?
Well, even when it's just like when it was just me, when it was just me, her, Dad, and Hunter, like the breakfast would still be huge, enough to be left up, like where stuff was left over. But she knew between me and Dad that there wasn't gonna be anything left.
Yeah, as you get older, food starts to disappear a lot faster.
Yeah, so much faster.
Damn it. When I was talking to Shauna about it, was talking about, opening his video up and shit. There was one instance you had back in school, I wasn't going to say it, that you had about choking on chicken, Jared.
Yep, choking on that cock.
Chucking on the cock, yeah. That's what I was going to start it out with, and it's like, I think I'll go with pomegranate and sprinkles. Because there's a difference in...
That's a good lead in. Definitely don't want to lead with that one, but...
Because that you want to go with humorous and not traumatic.
Yeah, not traumatizing.
Not something that made you eat soup for 3 months.
Yeah, anything not solid. So like soups, Jello. Like I would do potato chips, but I would chew them up so much that they would become mush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's I'm assuming it's a terrifying experience. I know how to eat my food, so.
Yeah. Well, we were having chicken nuggets that day. So But no, I've often questioned like what I would look like now if that didn't happen, because I was on the road to like, because we've got photos of both of us at that time, and there was a point where like you were smaller than me.
I was.
And then we kind of like were going at the same rate, and then that happened. I stopped eating and coincidentally had a growth spurt at the same time, so I got taller and a little bit lankier. But like I lost a fuck load of weight just because I refused to eat anything solid.
You know what? I may do that. I may go on a choke on chicken diet. I'm gonna call it.
Choke on chicken diet.
Choke on chicken diet.
I got a couple people that if you want me to give you their number, that they'll help you out with that.
Chicken not cock. Chicken not cock.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, fuck, it's hot. You know, that's the one thing I keep forgetting to do is hook up that damn fan. Fuck it. I'm gonna start sweating here in a minute.
But even still today, like I have to. I'm still like.
You're inner fat kid.
Yeah, I have an inner fat.
You have an inner fat kid, so.
The only thing keeping me from like putting on this excessive amount of weight is like I'm a little bit more conscious about what I eat and how much I eat now. I'll actively make decisions like not to continue to eat, even though I still kind of would, and then go into the gym. And then like I've kind of like slacked off going to the gym. Like I still go like every week. It's like 3 times a week, maybe 4. But
that's age.
Yeah, that's just age catching up. Because like I'll come home and I'll eat, and the moment I get comfy on the couch, I'm done. I'm out. Like if I don't keep my shoes on and stay walking around, I'm fucking done. And I can understand now why Dad was just like, "Nah, we're not gonna throw football today."
Sitting on the couch,
just out on the couch, just. I would always ask Mom, I'm like, "He's asleep already?" She's like, "He works all day."
Yeah,
like, wow, he's so fucking lazy.
So and now we work
now
all day.
I'm just like, I get it.
Yeah. Well, me and Shauna's talked about going and doing so. She wants to start walking more, and I'm like, I walk 10 hours a day now, and not only walking, I'm like up and over, like what they call the damn lines, basically the conveyor belt kind of thing, ladder to go up and over. I mean, and it's like chest high to me, so I'm having to climb up and over that 10 hours a day. It's like I get my walk in about 10 miles a day, so that's a lot of walking.
It is, but
why did I wear pants?
If you're looking for an exercise that's low enough intensity where you don't feel like you have to dread doing it, I think walking's probably a good place to start. And it doesn't even have to be very far. Like if you want to just make like a small spot, like in front of the house, like walk to the end of the road. Because like I recall kind of where you guys live, but whatever gas station that's out there, like
that's a 3-mile walk.
Is it? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's a hell of a walk.
It's messed up in my head. Like I've only been there a couple times, so I'm not entirely sure of.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Just like set a destination to walk to, and you just walk there and back, like maybe 2-3 times, and then the next time it's 4 times, and the next time it's 5 times, and you just get those steps higher and higher.
All right, so let me I'm gonna pause here. We'll put an ad break here. Basically, just me talking about my shit. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna walk in there and cut the air on or fix my air real quick.
Yes, who's sponsored by me?
Sponsored by me and my shit. Anyway, we'll pause. Today's episode is sponsored by me. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by me, is merch. We have a merch link. It'll be down in the bio. We'll have everything down there if y'all want to go click on it. Anything that is bought or tipped or whatever goes directly back into the stream to make all this better. So if you feel like, hey, my microphone is inadequate, money goes to my microphone. If I feel like my lighting is inadequate, I will just, I'll get them, and everything will go toward it. So thank y'all for enjoying this podcast. If you want to, contribute, that's fine. If not, you want to hang out and just watch, that's fine too. Appreciate y'all sticking around, and that was my commercial break. Hey, we're back.
And we're back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the episode with Shinobi.
Hi, I'm still here.
It's like, Yeah, where we've got everything set up here, like in this room that we have. Obviously, you can tell that I'm not sitting in this corner anymore. We've moved everything around.
Yeah.
That now I'm directly over the fucking air vent. So when the heat kicks on,
Yeah. Start getting the meat sweats without having any meat.
So I got that fan behind me going there, blowing air this way, and I've cut the AC on, so cold air is blowing up my leg.
That's crazy, man. It's cold as fuck in my house, and you're over here with the AC on. Wild. I'm wearing a shawl. Hold on. Look. I'm wearing a shawl.
I mean, I put
just to knock the coldness off.
Like, your shirt shit, dude, is thick, so that's already like you can't see on camera, but I'm rolling it up. I got it just under the man boobs.
Just under the camera?
Under the camera, right at the. It's breathable. See, no one can tell. No one can tell.
No one knows.
No one knows that I could pull my pants off.
I'm not wearing pants right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say I could take mine off. I don't want to see that. I'd probably take mine off and not even.
It's all jokes, guys. It's jokes.
Yes.
Yeah. Jokes. Or is it
jokes?
Anyway.
Yeah, man. So you stick to streaming to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So are you just done with Twitch, or is it just like?
Twitch is an odd subject. I enjoyed streaming on Twitch. The tools on Twitch are far superior. Like the feeling of community there is far superior. Having emotes and having the channel points and like super easy integration of all these extensions. It's nice, but when you don't have any type of push outs to have, or discoverability is what I think that people are using nowadays. It's like people have to happen upon your stream or have to be directed there from somewhere else. There's nothing that pushes your stream out to like new people's eyes. And I was streaming to 3 people for a year and a half. Like I would occasionally get highs of 9 to 14 viewers for a few minutes after a raid from you or something like that. And then how raids go. You get a huge influx of viewers and then they decide whether this is worth sticking around and watching, and then it tanks. So I would occasionally have good days, but I think YouTube is just far more discoverable. I've had several people tell me that they've just been recommended my stream. They pull up YouTube and my stream is recommended.
See, and that's actually a good thing. So if I pull up my fucking analytics for my shit for TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitch, for the month of January, get it pulled up real quick. Okay. I averaged 1.2 viewers.
Yeah.
For December was 1. So it doesn't really. Yes, that's Jared.
I mean, blow like him.
Yeah, I cut all my hair off.
He cut all his hair off. And he's finally getting some peach fuzz in.
That's right.
He's getting some growth. After.
Listen.
You gotta let it grow. You gotta get the goatee.
I actually shaved this morning, smart ass. I shaved the sides because just like my dad, it only grows in right here. It doesn't grow in on the bottom of the chin, just in that crease right here. So it looks like my face is dirty.
Like you got a dirt line.
Yeah, I've got 2 dirt lines that come down, so I had to shave them. I can do the goatee, right? If I just leave it, I can do the goatee. But no, it doesn't work. I just don't grow facial hair that well. But I've still got a full head of hair, and I'm letting it grow back out.
Yeah, so you definitely don't.
We're gonna have long hair.
Your widow's peak's not there. Unless it's just the way your hair is.
It is. It's just because I've been wearing that neck gaiter. It's pushed. It's swooped over.
What?
It's swooped over.
Yeah.
So it's still there. It's just the hair itself is being
lift your hair up. Yeah. You can see it there. See,
Yeah, like fucking.
See, your hair will stay for a while. Mine's going away because I got it pulled back the whole time. Which I mean, technically, I got what you got now.
Yeah, I've heard that if you have your hair when you're in your 30s, like when you're 30, you'll pretty much have it the rest of your life. But you'll see these folks that have receding hairlines that's like way fucking back here at like 22.
Matt.
Yeah. And look at him now.
I told her, I said, look, I love my hair. I love how long it is. I love this whole look. But if this right here matches this right here, this little gap, it's gone.
We're done.
We're done. If wedding rolls around and I'm sitting there the day of the wedding and I wake up and I look and this has made its way back here, I guess who's bald for the wedding? I pay money to have my hair done. I'm bald for the wedding. But yeah,
speaking of, when is that again? That's in August, right?
August 17th, yes.
August 17th. Yeah. Me and Elena are gonna have a small little ceremony / reception somewhere nearby. It's not gonna be anything huge. You are more than welcome to come. She just wanted it to be small, so she was just gonna invite like my immediate family, her immediate family, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're hoping. I'm hoping to do it somewhere around June, like just to keep everything. We got together on June 15th. We got married on June 14th, and then hopefully, I'm trying to keep everything in line. That way, it's less dates that I have to remember.
It's like, okay, we're together here. I mean, that's how we done it. We got together on the 16th and we got engaged on the 17th of February.
Yeah.
So
it's easy. It's easier to remember that way.
Easy to remember. I know that our anniversary.
I didn't want to propose. Like, I waited 5 years to propose because, like, 5 sounded like a better number.
But they say like the longer you're with somebody, so before you propose. See, I was always told, and I always had the mindset of 2 years. Be with somebody for 2 years before you propose. So we got together in 2019, and then in 2021, I was going to propose, but that shit got blew out of the water. She ended up finding the ring, so I had to like abort mission kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And then February rolled around. We went on our 3 year in 2022, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about you, I was fucking nervous, and I don't understand why. I already knew the answer. Like, I already knew the answer. We've talked about it before. But I'm sitting there and it's like, okay, my plan. This was my plan. We're out on the beach. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna give Aurora the phone. We'll take pictures of her and Aurora. We'll take pictures of me and Aurora. Take pictures of me and her. But when it got to me and her, Aurora was gonna put the phone on record, so we have her reaction.
Yeah.
That was my plan. I was gonna go eat. Was gonna come back to the beach. It was later in the evening, kind of around sunset. That was my plan. I had this whole fucking thing figured out what I was gonna say. I still don't know what it is to this day, but I'm like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We woke up and it was fucking raining.
Oh no! Fuck.
So we ended up going to eat. We come back. We're sitting in the room and it's like started to ease off on the rain a little bit. It was still a little, foggy. So I walked out on the balcony and I'm like,
is it worth it? No.
She's not in here. God damn it. She's going to hear it.
Jokes. Is the weather clear enough? That's what you're...
It worked it out in the rain. That's what we meant.
Marriage isn't that bad. But yeah, what floor was the balcony on?
It was high enough.
High enough, yeah.
That if she'd have said no, that I'd have become a splat.
No.
I walked out there and I'm like, fuck, trying to figure out what else to do, and it's sitting in my pocket. It's sitting actually in my left pocket. So if you're imagining a balcony looking out, the door's right behind me, and I walk out and it's in my left pocket. She comes out behind me because I've been standing out there for a minute trying to figure out what to do. She comes out behind me on my left side where it's in my pocket. I'm like, oh, fuck. I had to I went in my pocket. I'm leaned over like this, so I'm reaching down. I'm standing up. I'm like stretching. I'm pulling out of one pocket and put it in the other, and my brain's sitting there going, "What's the big deal? Just turn, look, get down, and say it."
Just
and I'm
do
like,
it now.
And my body goes, "No, we're not moving." I'm like, and she goes, "Is everything okay?" I turn, I looked at her, and I go, "Yeah, everything's fine." And we sit there and hug for a second, and at this point, my heart's just...
Yeah.
And it's like, she popped her head up and goes, Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. She goes,
she can hear your heartbeat.
She had her
like
head
a fucking
right here.
machine gun in your
It's just
chest,
fucking going. I'm pretty sure she knew at that point, but I'm like, okay, what is it we said when we was at Indian Rock? What was the two words y'all told me to say to jump off that rock?
No balls.
No, it was fuck it, but...
Oh, was it? Okay, must have been someone else.
So
no balls is the
expression,
is the one that you get to have people do shit.
Well, that was I was sitting there, and that was the
fuck it.
sidetrack here. To jump off, they're like, you overthink something, you're not going to do it.
Yeah, you scare yourself.
So you have to go one. So there's multiple ways that there's like, hey, count to 3, but go on 2.
Yeah.
Because your body will stop on 3. Or say fuck it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there.
What's the worst?
Got done with an embrace. I hugged her and I released and looked at her, and my brain goes, fuck it. Got down, and of course, in that entire thing, I get down, I pull it out, I look at it, and I go, Jonna, will you marry me?
Oh man.
So she goes, what were you gonna say? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, whatever.
It's lost to the world now.
It was a short, I had something, I didn't even write it down, which I probably should have done, but my brain just completely, because I was gonna look at her and be like, Shauna and Brock, and it's like, it's being, fuck it, I don't.
You were gonna be very formal.
Yeah, I was gonna be formal. Yeah, I was wanting to do it right, and that's why I wanted to do it out, on the beach. But
on the beach during the sunset. Yeah, you want everything to be perfect, but sometimes life has a different plan.
I fuck up. My brain doesn't like to process things accordingly, like it should. It's like, hey, you need to turn, look her in the eyes, get down on one knee, give this speech, pull the ring out. Yeah. Or give the speech.
If she says no, that uppercut's going to be coming from the floor. Hadouken!
Luckily,
you can generate some power from down there, man.
Yeah, if anybody ever seen the legs, they'd know the power that would shoot up.
Yeah, fucking tree trunks for calves. I kind of went through the same thing. Just to kind of keep the story short, like I waited 5 years on the day of to ask her to marry me, and I took her. We were house shopping. We were looking for this house, but like we were shopping around for houses. So I took her. One of the houses had just. I picked one that was way too overpriced, but I was just like, it was near the place where we first met. So I was like, oh, let's go swing by this one. And then we went and looked and like, oh yeah, nope, that's too rich for my blood. And we were driving past the park where we first met, and I was like, let's just stop in here. And my feet hurt. We've been driving all day. Like, let's just get around and stretch. And we started walking the track, and I got under this tree that had like, it wasn't like a cherry blossom tree, but it had like a bunch of red blooms on it. I was like, fuck it, close enough to a cherry blossom tree. So like, I did the same thing. Like my heart was fucking pounding out of my chest, and I was like shaking, and she was holding my hand while we were walking, and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I think I'm having a stroke. She goes, are you serious? I'm like, no, I'm fine. We're okay. And then like, we get under the tree in the shade because it's sunny, and I don't want to kneel down on asphalt in shorts.
Skin peels off as you say yes, I'm getting up now.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I was just like, I did the whole spiel of like, we've been together for 5 years, and the whole emotional, I'm not gonna subject your viewers to that, but and she said yes, and we both cried, and it was great. And then we walked a lap, talking about how we first met, and then we got back in the car and we went home.
See, it's a good one. You got obviously the whole story. You got your shit for that. I mean, and that's the good thing, you know. Once it's done, it's like,
why was I so scared?
Why are you being a bitch about it? Just, you knew the answer, but yet you just, like, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, man. We got another thing we got to do. We got to get you and all the other guys to go
fitted.
Not really fitted. It's gonna be Hey Dude shorts and like a white. I'm trying to get her to let us wear suspenders, but I don't think she wants to do that.
Just over the top. I'm with it. She showed me a photo of all the groom and all the groomsmen standing on the beach with their pants around their ankles, and each one of them had like groom, best man, groom 1, groom 2, groom 3, like on the boxers. I was like, I'm not standing on the beach with my pants down. That's just not. It's like, I love these guys. They're all my buddies, family, love them all. But I'm not standing on the beach in my boxers next to these guys. Yeah.
I
hate for you to get embarrassed.
I don't like it no more. Can we get this photo over with? There's a
Remember
reason
to shoot from the waist up.
See, that's why I didn't play football. That's not one of the reasons I didn't play football. I didn't like the locker room. I've seen more of kids, and it sounds terrible now to say that because technically we were kids then. But sitting in the locker room, it's like, okay, I'm putting my clothes on, look up, and there's 3 dudes walking. It's like, this nice ceiling.
Like the amount of like pseudo homoerotic shit that happens in a locker room, it is mildly uncomfortable. Because I didn't mind showering with other people, right? That's fine. Like, but I have my space right here, and you have yours. Don't come into my bubble with your dick hanging out. Okay.
I wouldn't even. I'm comfortable with my sexuality, but I will not stand in the shower with another man butt ass naked. Just won't do it. I won't make it in the military. I won't make it in. I'll shower with my pants on. Be like Joanna Man.
Yeah. Fucking full
outfit.
Basketball uniform. Like, I gotta wash the uniform.
Yeah, that shit was. Speaking of seeing dudes naked, I know this is a hell of a segue. Not really, but
what a segue. Okay.
Her grandfather had a car accident last year. Mm-hmm. We went up to was it UAB? We were up there. We went to go eat down there. I don't know if you've ever been to UAB or if you have been in a while. They got like restaurants. They have restaurants under the parking deck. They have like Moe's. They have this Chinese restaurant. They got an Indian restaurant. They've got anyway, a bunch of places. We're sitting there. We go get food and we're starting to leave. And as we turn and look toward the hospital, you see a guy in a gown sprinting into the parking deck. 2 cops right behind him. We're standing side by side, and I go, we just see that? Like, did this dude just, it's like, it looked like a prank. You know, you see on TV, you got the guy who jumps out and it's a prank videos.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That guy really wanted some Chinese food.
I don't know what this dude wanted, but
he didn't want what the fucking hospital was giving him. I'm telling you that.
But he's full on sprinting away. Well, fuck me, sprinting away from these cops, and there's 2 after him. It's like, okay, and then you see a bunch more come out to where they run in, and they're just standing. You see them all brace. I'm like, oh, he's coming back. There's only one place for to go after that. Not where he came. He had to turn toward us. But when he turned and one of the cops went to grab him, he spun out of his fucking gown. So this,
oh no.
He's got tighty whities on that has shifted to the left. I mean, full on just dangle.
You got a knee knocker?
I'm gonna put it this way. For whatever reason, my brain wanted to prank me and make me not realize what I was looking at for a good 5 seconds. That's his dick. So I can tell you the size, shape, color, veins, how many veins,
God, dude.
and the amount of hair he had on the bottom. Like, my brain made me stare and then realize, well,
we don't have to go into that,
dude,
for sure.
And it was literally just like a 2 to 3 second thing. And it's like, fuck. And then,
Slow motion, though.
yeah, extremely. Yeah. The cops finally, like, they cut him off after he spun and they grabbed him. They took this dude and slung him into the fucking glass. And it's like, okay, like, there's something obviously wrong with this guy, or he did something that there's a reason why, you know.
Yeah.
Either he's a criminal or he's insane. Either way,
stay away from him.
my brain,
Avoid this man at all costs.
because what got it was I was going to stop the guy. I was going to be that guy, you know. I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to help him here. But whenever he come around, it's like,
Yeah, you froze up.
no, can I see his dick? You'd freeze up too. I'm not going to hit it. If he was in a gown, it'd be different. No, this dude had junk hanging out. Like, of course I'm not going to touch the guy then. Like, no, that wasn't.
This is how you separate the superheroes from the villains, man.
No, superheroes
If you wanted to be a
from
hero,
humans.
you would have tackled that motherfucker, dick and all.
Dick and all, grab it. Hey, get down here. I got him, fellas.
I've apprehended the suspect. God damn this fucking...
Oh, turn your autofocus off.
I don't know how to do it on the... Hold on a second.
Let's see, I got Logitech app. I don't know what your camera is. I got a Logitech app that allows me to change all my shit. But
Well,
shit,
see, I can do that. I can do that on OBS. I just can't do it on...
oh yeah, you can
I can't
change
do it
the...
on Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, because like with OBS, I can go into my settings. I can adjust my like audio, video, or my video settings, where like you can adjust the sharpness, the gamma, the brightness, contrast, the zoom, the focus, and there it does have an autofocus feature that I turn off every fucking stream. But
You have to go in there and change it every stream?
yeah, it auto resets for some reason. I
We
don't know why.
all have our problems. I have to
all
unplug
have our problems.
I have to unplug my microphone and plug it back in every time.
I don't understand how you keep having so many issues with Elgato.
The freezing? I don't know. You can't. If you go to their
have the same
website,
thing.
if you go to their website, they don't have it anymore. That right there, they don't have. They got one. That's it.
And you've got the 60S Plus, right?
Yep. I don't. Something just fell. Fuck. I'm gonna go to their website. So I got like on their screen, I got mine and your face, and then
Yeah.
the website. If I go to Elgato, now they just got the 4K-X and then the 4K Pro. That's it. That's all they have.
Yeah, they don't sell the HD 60S Plus anymore.
So, no, they got the HD 60X. That's the only other thing they have.
I need to get a new one anyway.
I need $179 for the new. My problem is if it's going to be like this one and fuck up, what's the point in buying it? You know what I mean?
That's true, but it could also be incompatibility issue between your current like your driver software, like your graphics driver.
Well,
I mean, it's a PC thing. It could be a multitude.
I
of
think
things, but-
what it is, because when I first moved up here and I had the PC, I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't have any issues with, like, I used to have the two cameras where if I'm playing the game, I had a camera here, and then if I was talking to chat, I had a camera here.
Yeah.
I think it's my power supply. I think that's the thing that caused. Not saying that's what's causing the microphone, but potentially could be the reason for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole Elgato thing, which I mean, I'm obviously upgrading products, upgrading your shit for
Upgrading your
everything.
setup.
Over time. Like I said, I've had the Elgato since beginning of 2022. I think it was when I got the laptop and then used it for a long time. I threatened to use my old fucking $20 Vivatar one that's sitting in the closet.
Oh yeah, the Yeah, where you were using like adapters.
I had to use so it was $20 for it, and I had to go and buy a HDMI multi thing. So it went into it. One went to the Avatar capture card, and then one went from the box to my screen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that cost me $40. And guess what I didn't have to do? Unplug the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it was fine. It worked. It's like, obviously I got the money for doing that, but I don't have an issue unplugging and plugging. It's just annoying because it only happens during games. So,
well, what about you? How do you feel about your current the current climate of streaming? Well, I say multi-streaming to like between TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, like splitting up the. I don't say splitting up the viewer base, but you've got to see like a trend somewhere, right? One platform's got to be way more active than the others, surely.
Yeah. So let me pull this back up. Go home, and for the last 28 days, I'm gonna go to analytics for. And I'm not going to really focus on YouTube because YouTube's not really. I just started, kind of. Yeah. So let's do the last 28 days. So there, like I said, obviously I've been streaming on the weekends. So my Twitch is 2 days a month because I started doing Mondays, obviously for this and doing content, posting videos. I'm posting 2 shorts a day on YouTube, which I mean, I could probably pull that shit up too while I'm sitting here. Analytics for the last 28 days. So YouTube, just like posting content on YouTube is like 59,000 views, but on TikTok is 68,000. So like my videos are getting views, but you have to post constantly on TikTok. So for the last 28 days, I don't think I got content wise for the last 28 days. Having to post 2 to 3 videos a day to get more than 200 views. But YouTube, I'm posting for the month of January, I only posted 1 a day for the entire month and got like 59,000. But if I go to the last 90 days, I had 396,000 views in 90 days.
Damn.
So that was posting shorts almost every day. Like if I let's go to December, just for the month of December, I had 178,000. So the difference between posting 2 a day every day and posting in January for just the weekday, Monday to Friday, I didn't post on weekends, just posted 1 short a day at 12 o'clock from Monday to Friday, got me 72,000. So February, I'm actually starting back the every 2 a day, every day.
Yeah.
So, and right now I'm up to the 14th, I do believe, of February on shorts.
Yeah. My last 90 days going from November 7th of last year of 2023 to February 4th. 33,000 views, but like 428 watch hours. And 45 subscribers. With me, I clearly don't post every day.
Yeah.
Like my approach recently has been a very more laid back, kind of do it. You post. I post when I feel like something's good enough to post.
Yeah.
Like anytime that we play Call of Duty, like I've got my replay buffer on and I'm getting clips, I'll save probably like 10, 15 clips per session, and I'll just go through after we get through and I'll just watch each one of them and like, would I post that? Would I watch that? And half the time it's not as good as it was when I remember saving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, that's going to look good. It doesn't.
It does, yeah. Trust me, I know. I got a bunch that I've saved, but I also had an issue whenever I first started saving clips. I think I had 60 at one point. I'm like, fuck, I gotta post these. Went and started watching a bunch of them, and a lot of them with me starting out typing shit in and I was hitting the space bar. so it was
Yeah.
saving like the same thing 20 fucking times. Like,
I have my save as control space. That way I can still press space.
I got to push the talk pedal for my save.
Oh, that's what's up.
So it keeps me from sitting here playing and going and keep going. I could just tap it. Now there's times where I forget. I'm like, did that save? And I have to tap it and make sure that it went through. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But
yeah, my top performers for the last 90 days was from the bottom up. So number 5 was like me being able to get a kill and search and destroy without moving.
yes,
When we started the round and I was like, can I get a kill without moving? And I just hard aim that corner. I'm just hard scoping that fucking corner. And
yeah.
then I obviously get one. The next one is like, I don't know if you know what Wild Hearts is, but it's like a Monster Hunter clone that EA released like last year.
No.
I was playing it for a while, but it's I tried making content on it, and it's, you know, it was pretty slow. The player base died. It didn't have a good reception. The PC port was fucking garbage, according to people who played on PC. It was almost unplayable. I posted one video, and it was like, it was a secret bow combo that the game doesn't tell you. It did like 3,713. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
317.13.
a short
And
or
then
like
the
an
most
actual
recent
video?
one that's done the best is the Batman I caught a Pokemon. Like the Anjanath thing. It's like,
Yeah.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it. No, you can't. Like that one recently. That was the last one I posted, and it's already got like 4,000.
Then this is shorts, right?
Yeah, these are shorts.
Well, see,
And then my most is the one where Solid Snakes tells Meryl to be a good girl.
see my
know
top
if you saw that.
3. Yes, I've seen it where you're like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying that.
So like my last 90 days, my top 3 all broke 10,000. And like 2 of them are fucking tac cam videos because for whatever reason, those get views.
I'll go ahead and like say that the tac cam is almost as ubiquitous like as the ubiquitous is the wrong word. It's almost like your brand as the crossbow. I don't see, other than that one guy that we ran into like last time we played.
Yeah.
Other than that last guy that we run into that you were talking about using the tac cam, I don't see anyone else use it but you.
Well, like I said, that one, yeah, it's such a I don't know, I use it in Modern Warfare 2, so it was just something I kept using because it is. In Search and Destroy, it works. Anything else, it's not really helpful.
No, not really.
But I feel like there's an art to it because you got to know where you can put them. Because not only, like if you plant a bomb, you want to put it on the bomb. But if you're defending, you want it where you got it like on high rise now. You come out the window, turn and put it up on the wall. And you have the entire, you can see A and you can see where B is. So
yeah,
it's helpful.
you have coverage of pretty much the entire map.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, those are the 3.
Speaking of, how do you feel about this, like Call of Duty right now as a casual player to Call of Duty? How do you feel about where it's at in terms of weapon balance? I know that's a hot button topic for you specifically.
Well, you're also talking to a one-trick pony. Like that's not a.
You mean a one-trick unicorn?
That works too. That sounds a lot better. I'll start using that. Yeah, so it's a one-trick unicorn. Like if I sit and I go and pick up a sniper, I hesitate my shots. So I'll sit with a sniper and I'll see somebody and try to line up a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I can quick scope with it, whatever. But obviously I run my mouth about full autos. I don't give a shit. Obviously I don't care, but it's so easy to get people riled up about it. So I don't care.
Well, people who are chronically on Call of Duty get riled up about anything.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really more of a. I mean, if they'll just fix the damn base arrows. That's all I'm worried about. The only reason why it got nerfed to begin with was back in Rebirth when they, for whatever reason, decided to buff it. Because it had I think it was like at the time like a 0.7 or 0.8 pick rate. One of the only people doing it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 0.2% of it was me picking it twice, basically. Because I'd run in doubles. And obviously I met some people who run it all the time, but in Warzone it used to be you putting yourself at a major disadvantage with it. Multiplayer, not really, because it was kind of like, quick scoping. But in Warzone, it got to a point where they buffed it. They buffed if I'm not mistaken, it was the accuracy on it, which was like, oh, this is great. Not that it's needed, but then they went and buffed the accuracy and the velocity. And at that point, all these higher up streamers, bigger name streamers started grabbing it and started running it. And of course, once that happens, people start complaining, and then
and then it gets nerfed.
Yeah. So that's when that Warzone kind of went out for me, was when they done all that, because it's like now it takes 3 arrows to down somebody with it. Unless it's a headshot, it takes 2. And when people are like, well, snipers should one shot, I don't think you should get your sniper back until I get my crossbow back, plain and simple. I mean, if you get a C4 lodged into your chest, you're not walking away.
Well,
I understand it's an arcade shooter. I get it. But when it comes to risk and reward, that is literally the only thing that requires you to learn drop, distance, and fucking timing on it. Because if they're fucking 100 meters away, you can't just aim an inch in front of them and shoot. You have to get up here and way up here for it to fucking arch down. So there was a whole art to learning it.
You actually, there was an art to learning it. You had to learn the ballistics of the arrow itself. And depending on the arrow types that you used, you had to learn different ballistics, because some of the arrows would fly slower, drop off sooner. If they want to compare the lethality of the sniper rifle and the crossbow, you just got to look at the rate of fire.
Yeah.
Right? Even with the slowest firing sniper rifle, which are typically the bolt action ones, it's still click, click. You can look down your sight again.
Especially now that they're doing the rechamber speed.
Yeah, you've got rechamber speed attachments now, where you can just like speed up how fast you bolt a new round. With the crossbow, you don't have sleight of hand anymore. You've got to pull the fucking cable back and then set the bolt. By the time you get one shot off, you have to swap to your secondary or you're gonna die.
Well, see,
there's no technically getting a second shot off unless you have enough distance between you and the other person, or you can reload again.
Yeah, that was a big thing. That was like, even with sleight of hand, it took, I think, right at 2 seconds. Even with sleight of hand, it's still that way now. But yeah, it got to a point where it's just like, I don't play. I just stick to multiplayer. I started running Search and Destroys a lot more.
Yeah. And
then for whatever reason, it's now it's not even a one shot, like unless it's a headshot. So
yeah, now you've got to use the explosive bolts to even get a confirmed kill when you hit someone.
But now it's
multiplayer.
Yeah, in multiplayer. Yeah, multiplayer is like, shoot somebody, I just run away from them. And there's times I'll shoot them and I'll stare at them. Like, I'll make shit with that, because once I see it's like, okay.
The hit marker, you know they're going to die. There's no saving from that.
Unless
and there shouldn't be.
No.
And there shouldn't be. And truthfully, like, I'm cool with the crossbow maybe taking 2 bolts, depending on where you shoot them. Because snipers have there's segmented parts of the hitbox. Yeah. So you have the head, you have the upper chest or the upper torso, the lower torso, which is like below the rib cage to the belly button to the waist or whatever. And then you have the limbs. I don't know what the hitboxes look like on the models this year, but I think anything upper chest to head should be a one-shot kill with a crossbow bolt.
And snipers.
Non-explosive.
And snipers. Like that's how it should be. And that's how it was in Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, and the beginning of Modern Warfare 3. Because I knew when they jumped and I hit them in the leg, it's a hit marker. So that's why you know, you talk about a while back how like muscle memory to instantly swap to a pistol.
Yeah.
Because it would shoot and swap, because if they're jumping, if it hits them in the leg, that, you know, it takes 1 or 2 rounds. But now it's like you don't even have time, because these guns that they got, the MCW for instance, even if I shoot first, the time, that split second that it takes for that arrow to leave and hit the person is enough time for them to have the shots on me.
Yeah.
So at least now
the time to kill is still super fast. Like they touted that in Modern Warfare 3 that the time to kill was going to be higher, which technically the shots to kill did go up by a bullet on a lot of things. So like for assault rifles, you know, in Modern Warfare 2, you know, the harder hitting assault rifles would kill in 3 shots.
Yeah.
You know, you get 3 to 4, and then the faster firing assault rifles would kill in 4 to 5.
Yeah.
It's still that way.
It's just,
And the rate of fire is even faster. The aim down sight speed compared from 2 to 3. Like if you go look at a Modern Warfare 2 gun before they patched it compared to a Modern Warfare 3 gun, the reason that you were getting less kills is because the damage profile was lower. Like, sure, you might have upped everyone's health to 150, but if you adjust the bullet damage
those guys
to make it where it still takes 4 shots to kill, the time to kill doesn't change.
Yeah. That's why I don't understand why they went.
And that's exactly what they did.
That's why I don't understand why they went to 150. I don't understand the 150. I don't understand.
It throws everything off.
Yeah.
It throws the damage profile of explosives off, and they have to crank up the damage of explosives so much so that we're now, even when, I don't know if you remember that they nerfed frag grenades explosion radius because people were getting killed after they ran what they felt like should have been far enough away from it.
The indicator is no longer near you.
Right. And it's like with a frag grenade, obviously the most lethal part is in the center, like, of the explosion, ground zero.
Yeah.
And then the further away you get, you take less and less damage. But if you were caught in any of that radius, you were dead.
Yeah. No,
there was no like surviving it.
Yeah, if it's a 5 meter radius and you're at 4.9 or right at 5,
you're right at the edge, you're dead. There is no taking less damage, and it fucked with what is it? Flak jacket or EOD, whatever the damage profile of the frags were cranked so high that people thought that EOD wasn't working.
Yeah.
And it wasn't EOD. It was
the grenade.
It was the frag grenade's explosion damage and radius, if you want to call it that.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. Somebody got on there and they're like, they commented talking about how the crossbow, like, it only takes, it takes 1 shot with an explosive bolt. And it's like, yeah, if you hit the guy. He goes, no, if you miss him too. No, because I've looked at that up, and it's like, if you're right next to the arrow, it's 75. If it hits you, it's 250.
Yeah.
If it beside you is 75. After 2 meters, it drops to like 30. 5 meters is like 10. So like, you have to be right there on it. So it takes 2 arrows next to you to get you, or, you know, it's not doing anything. So I mean, it's still it's a dumb weapon that for whatever reason I wanted to use. You know, so
you've made it part of your brand.
It's made it all I can do. It's the only thing that's fun anymore. So that's why I talk about trying to
challenge. What they need to bring back is the ballistic knives from Black Ops.
Yeah.
Where you can run around and knife people, but you can shoot it out at them.
We don't want to talk about knifing. I don't want to talk about those motherfuckers. The lunge.
Well, let's go ahead and discuss some of our grievances with Call of Duty in the most recent edition. Like, I wouldn't say most recent edition, but I would even just say like overall with Call of Duty. But specifically for me this year, I've already made a video about the covert sneakers being way too fucking powerful.
Like, yeah, that's what we talked about. You know, you should have at least, if you want to be silent completely, covert sneakers, dead silence. That'd be the only thing that stops the bone conductor or whatever it is.
Yeah, the bone conduction headset.
If you have just one of those, you should still have a small audio profile, at least something that'll, if you stop and you're like, hey, there's somebody behind me, it's something that you can hear that you're more aware of, but I mean, I don't honestly have issues with the game. Like, other than the silence, I don't really have too many issues with it.
I mean, the gunplay feels good. The hit detection is really good. I'm not getting shot around corners a lot. So the netcode's really nice. The guns feel and sound great. There doesn't seem to be a lot of variety unless you like buy the battle pass and you get these free fucking guns. But they always seem to make the guns in the battle pass a little bit perform a little bit, at least anecdotally, a little bit better. Just so you'll buy the battle pass.
Or they do like the Doom shotgun.
Yeah.
They make it where it's.
But my main issue is just like the perk. I guess your build variety when it comes to perks.
Yeah.
Because with covert sneakers being as strong as they are, it's a crutch perk. You are actively putting yourself at a disadvantage
not
if
using
you
it.
don't use it.
Yeah.
So, which means everyone's going to use it unless they're just going to fight the system and be different.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're competitive and you really want to keep the competitive advantage that everyone else is going to have, you're going to run them. And all I was saying in my video that people commented on and told me that I was wrong is that you should be, if I'm wearing the bone conduction headset, I should be able to hear your footsteps very faintly when you get within like 7 meters, like really close. And that's it. Like if you're like 20 meters away with an assault rifle and you shoot me in the back, I wasn't gonna hear you anyway.
Yeah.
But these kids with fucking riot shields and knives that just sprint around the fucking map, dead silent. They have no counter to them.
Yeah, that's
what bone conduction headset is supposed to do. And that's why the sneakers, you should be able to be heard by someone having the headset on in very close proximity. Now, dead silence as a field upgrade is completely different because you have to wait until you get the upgrade.
Yeah.
And then it only lasts for like what, 15 seconds?
If you get a kill. It lasts
now,
longer.
I will say that dead silence works a little different. It also gives you ghost when you use it. You stay off of radars.
Yeah.
You have dead silence on. If you didn't know that.
No, I don't run. I run tac cam, and if we decide to run explosives, I got the box. So that's pretty much all I got. I mean, some people like, you're playing this trash ass Modern Warfare 2 DLC. Yes, I'm playing it.
All that's out.
That's all. I mean, that's what I enjoy playing. It's something and that's probably my issue when it comes to streaming, because I have other games, but for whatever reason, it's just like,
you feel locked into one.
Yeah, I feel like, and I enjoy playing it. That's the thing. So if I'm not doing good, I talk shit to people, and I have fun doing that. And if I'm not able to talk shit, I'm having fun playing. So I mean, it's got its moments, but there's times where it's just like, like yesterday, y'all got off. I think I played like 2 more, and I'm like, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Sundays are bad, I guess. Or today was bad. So yeah, man.
When it comes to streaming different games, like I'll stream whatever.
Yeah.
Like for a while there, it was strictly Apex, and I was like super like dedicated to like streaming Apex and only Apex. But then Apex went in the shitter. They started making decisions that fucked up the flow and the feel of their game.
I've heard. Ty, I know you know who Ty is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him on one day. Let him talk about how he feels about all that. Because that's a.
Well, I could go into this mega long rant, but you've already heard it once before. Like you already know kind of my grievances, which we can kind of slowly go over them, like in just little tidbits. But it's just, as far as variety streaming, I get bored with games very easily now. Like there's not too many games that can hold my attention for a long period of time unless they are really good. But a lot of the games that I want to play they're not really good to stream.
Yeah, it's not a.
You know, requires a lot of downtime. So like Monster Hunter, for instance, like I stream it, but it might as well be called Menu Hunter because you're in menus far more than you're hunting monsters, unless you just continuously hunt. But like then you've got to go back and find out like, oh, for this piece of armor, I need this part from this monster. And it's like you're building a character, you're building like an armor set out of various parts. And it's all like spreadsheet math. It's a grind game, but it's not a. It kinda, yeah. It's kind of grindy.
Well, see, that's one thing I've listened to. The one thing I've learned is like people like if I'd go into like Halo right now, start posting nothing but Halo content. I'm going to build a fan base of people who play Halo and like Halo.
Yeah.
Who don't like Call of Duty. So the people who like Call of Duty is not going to watch me play Halo. The people who like Halo is not going to watch. So I try to make sure that that's doing different things, but that's why when I post my clips, whatever, it's not me sitting there talking, making jokes or whatever, it's just putting what I do out there.
Yeah.
It's just, small thing. If you want to watch my actual content, then you're going to have to come into the stream and see what's going on because, that's just what I do. But
if you want the full experience, come to the stream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Little clips and tidbits.
Well, it's like, hey, this is all you're doing. It's like, well, there's more to it. There's times where you won't see a lot on my clips, but you'll see me on stream running like grenade launchers, run around just goofing around with, people with it, having fun on stream and just trying to put out the best kind of energy possible. But yeah, man,
that's what was tough for me streaming Apex because Apex fucking took it out of me, dude.
You're doing this the whole time, going.
Yeah. Like
chat popping up and you're going.
Yeah, the problem with Apex is how competitive I am. Whenever I get into a shooter that I'm competitive at, all we would want to play was ranked. So when I would try to stream ranked takes, at least in Apex, a massive amount of focus because you have to worry about your positioning, your teammates' positioning, the enemies, what legends the enemies have, what weapons the enemies have, what weapons your teammates have, your teammates' health and shield levels.
Yeah.
Like there's all in the ring and where the ring's gonna close, where you should be going next. And it's just so much focus that's devoted to the game that I wouldn't pick up chat. And if I started talking to chat and focused more on the stream aspect, then I falter in the game.
Yeah, it definitely don't seem like it's like Warzone. Warzone's the same way.
Yeah.
It's like hey, I'll talk to chat as soon as I'm done with this round. And it's like, and that's fine if you're good at the game and you play the game and people are watching you because of not just you, but your skill level. So me playing the game is, I like the whole talking. So I ain't worried about the game. I don't care if I go, playing search and go 3-10 or 1-10. I'm still having fun. So, but, I mean,
that's ultimately what you hope that people are there for, is like for you and not necessarily just, primarily for the Call of Duty content.
Yeah, pretty much.
There are going to be those people that are just there for Call of Duty, and if you play something else, they're not going to watch because it's not Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That was the same way with like Bud. Like I liked watching Bud for a while, but I got tired of the Call of Duty content because he was doing nothing but playing Rebirth, and I didn't play Rebirth. I liked talking to him as a person.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hop in until he was playing something else. Like I jumped into one of his streams where he was playing Pal World recently, or Pokemon with guns. That's what people call it, is Pokemon with guns.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, but he was playing Pal World, and I hopped in and I talked to him for about 15-20 minutes. But that's one of the biggest things for me, was like, I don't want to be associated with a specific game. There's going to be people that like will not watch you if you don't play a certain game.
Yeah, and I understand that.
But those people can get bent. Like, I want you to come here for me.
Yeah, so why aren't you playing this?
Yeah.
Well, today I feel like playing it. Well, why aren't you going?
Yeah, like I haven't played Metal Gear Solid. Like I haven't done the Nostalgia Bait series since the second episode. I think it's 2. I think I've done 2 episodes. And I had a blast fucking playing that shit. But it's just like I don't feel like doing it right yet. You know, like I'll eventually finish it. But like just playing a massive amount of different games, I know it hurts my.
Yeah, it's anything. Yeah.
But nowadays, man, streaming has taken a backseat. Like I did my 2 years of fucking doing this shit every single day, moving stuff around the stream schedule. Like I'm not doing that shit anymore.
Yeah,
it caused problems within my marriage, and I'm not.
Yeah, that's
why
I
do things when I can.
That's what this is. That's why I've went to doing weekends. Like this, probably the reason why I keep playing Call of Duty like I do, because I only play 2 days a week now. Where you know, when I first started, it was Monday to Thursday, and I was playing an hour a day. It may not have been Call of Duty, but I was streaming an hour a day. So yeah. In the last, I think 2021, so about September 2021, when I found out I could actually stream from that shit internet, that I was able to do that. So changing all of it, which that's what I talked about yesterday on stream, was like, it's not because I don't want to do it. I enjoy doing this. It's, you know, it's a side hobby. It's something I do now. It's not like I'm trying to go, you know, way up top, but I enjoy playing and, you know, entertaining, the entertainment aspect of it. So
the community interaction.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
you like playing games with a group of like-minded people that you can kind of goof off with and make jokes. Yeah. It's less about the getting rich and being a famous streamer, because let's be honest, like there's a lot of famous streamers now that have everything that they have, they can owe it to like COVID, because those 2 years of like that COVIDness, like that, everybody was inside. The viewage numbers of you know, Twitch and YouTube and TikTok just went fucking through the roof. But now it's all starting to come down as like COVID's not a thing. I mean, it's real, obviously, but like people aren't up in arms about it. Nobody's staying inside that much. So viewage, user numbers on Twitch is going down. So people that used to have like 30,000 people watching them have like, you know, 10,000, 15,000, which is still good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think my issue, like, even if, like, let's say this one of my streams ended up getting 15,000 people, I wouldn't be able to play a game because I would be trying to reach chat, and there's no way you can do that. You know, I'm more about talking to the people, trying to make people or whatever. But
yeah,
I spend my time going through comments on TikToks and YouTube and liking them all, that I know Tim the Tap Man and all the other ones aren't doing. You know, I try to let them know that I see their shit. So because of that, I'm not going to be, you know, I spend more time liking the people's comments than I do putting out content. So
yeah, I think I can't speak for you, but like I'm past the point of like worrying about the numbers and the growth.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it at my own pace, because this is a hobby. Like I have a job. We both work 40 plus hours a week, and we do this on the side. I'm not worried about like growth and numbers, because at first I was.
Yeah.
When I would have a Twitch stream that I would see growth. I hit affiliate, and I was like, all right, here we go. Here it comes. And then
yeah, as soon as you hit affiliate, you got the people that, hey, we want to help you get affiliate, you know, people hanging out with you in every fucking stream, and you're like, this is great, you know, this is 5-6 viewers, and then
it drops
as soon as you hit affiliate, it's like, okay, you've got affiliate.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Hope your streaming thing goes well.
You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. I understand that, because like having people, and there's some people who'll pop in every so often, and that's fine. It's understand life. Like at the time, it was just like, why were you here to help me get to this point if you're not going to help me, you know, go further than this point? There's more to it than this one thing. I want to get up here. You're not helping me get here. So what was the whole point? You know, now I understand. It's like, there's a lot of people like, hey, you know, I'm trying to get affiliate. Okay. You know, I'll try to get in when I can. I try to do what I can, and I understand why people weren't in my stream and why I'm not in other people's streams and why I'm not helping with other things, because fucking life.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the more shit that's got to go down. And so
the amount of people that have like all day to sit around and watch Twitch
are slim.
Because yeah, it's especially for us. It's not, because we have to be honest, and we have to be like, what do we provide other than entertainment? Not much.
Not much. Yeah.
So it's like it's entertainment, and it's not gonna be for everybody. So it's this. We have to understand that, growth is gonna be a very slow and long, arduous process that may not ever happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can't think about it that way.
Well, like I said, it's
can't worry about the future.
You can, but
you can't.
You gotta do it you gotta do it the right way. I mean, it's not really worried about it. Like I said, fuck, my brain just went blank. Yeah, but worrying about getting views and getting followers, and it got to a point where I just like you said, just whatever happens now. I do this as for fun, do it for a hobby, to give me something in the mornings to do on the weekends, or just so. But yeah, man, unfortunately probably gonna have to end it here, because she come in here 30 minutes ago and asked me to help her move a bed. So
okay. Hey man, maybe we'll get another one.
If I ain't got nobody, I mean, you're off on Mondays, so I mean, hell, if I need a spot filled.
Don't turn this into the show. Let's not turn this into the Panda Shinobi podcast.
Why not? I mean, if I need a spot, it's like, hey, if you're not doing nothing on this day, I ain't got nobody here or whatever. If it's just me,
hey, fuck it, I'll do it.
So, but do you have anything you're working on before we get out of here?
Anything that I'm working on?
Like
no
content you're looking at, no, like future wise.
Well, obviously I'm gonna continue the Nostalgia Bait series with the Metal Gear Solid games. I'm pretty close to finishing Metal Gear Solid 1, and then I'll be playing at least Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Doubt I'll be able to find Metal Gear Solid 4 because it was a PlayStation 3 thing, and I don't know if I'd be able to get my hands on it. But the Nostalgia Bait series isn't going to be just like Metal Gear Solid. I wanted to play some old games like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Medieval. I know that Medieval come out with like a remaster.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, so like all those old retro games that they're remastering, I want to find and play those. Stream wise, still kind of streaming Monster Hunter for now. We'll probably stream Monster Hunter Wilds next year whenever it comes out. That's the new one that's coming out in 2025. Kind of looking toward Apex Season 20. They're making a lot of revisions, reverting things back to the way they were.
Yeah.
Because no one's buying $350 death boxes.
I heard about that. Like I said, that's definitely something we'll have to, because like I said, hell, we've been going 1:30, so an hour and 30, so it's a lot longer than any of them I've done.
Yeah, but anyway, no. And for you guys, you can find me on TikTok at JLeeShinobi and YouTube at JLeeShinobi. I have an Instagram too. You can find me there, but I very rarely post on there. I typically do content dumps where I just remember like, oh shit, I've got an Instagram. Let me just throw all these over there. So I'm not typically active like consistently on any social media platform.
Well, I'll have all your socials down below.
I'll just post things where they go.
He just puts it there when he wants to put it there. So you either get
when
it
I
want to
put it there. I try to have a schedule when it comes to streaming and content creation posting, but I don't worry about it that much.
But yeah, man, it's been a good one.
Been a blast. Can't wait to be on the next one.
Well, definitely, like I said, I obviously got to get Matt back in here. We got to redo the audio thing. We have more to talk about because he had to get
all three of us in here.
I mean, that would be a blast.
Like three people on a podcast. Like, that's not.
That's more of an in a room kind of thing altogether. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. It's
No
it's
problem.
been fun.
Anytime you need a guest, just hit me up. I'll find something to talk about.
Oh, hell, we sit and talk about random shit for an hour 30.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's been fun, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by, and
No problem. Thanks for having me.
no problem, dude.
Take it easy, man.
Take care. Oh, as soon as he done that. All right, guys. That's going to be it for us. I got to get some things done now. Appreciate y'all. If y'all enjoy this, please hit the like, hit the sub, share, comment, whatever everything is on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, whatever you have to do on Spotify, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This was JLeeShinobi. This was a great episode. It was a longer episode than normal, pushing 2 hours, but this has been good. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you. And next week we should have Palmer. Actually, Doc Palmer will be coming through, and we'll have another talk session with this guy. Probably gonna be more Call of Duty because that's what he likes to do. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All of JLeeShinobi's content and her socials will be down below in the description. All of mine is down there as well. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. I gotta find my mouse. Much love, everybody. Much love, Panda Gang. Take care. I'm out.